Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Test 1, test 2. I think the mic is a little soft. 1 second. Right, how about now? Oh, still too low. 1 sec.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
All right, and there we go. Okay, 1 second. Test. Right about there. All right, now I want to crank it back a little bit because it's probably going to be poppy around that area. Test 1. All right, now if I can get it in my ear. How about now? Test 1, test 2. All right, we'll put it right about there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thanks for putting up with that here for a minute. Let's get going here this morning. It is Monday. Actually, I forgot. It's not Monday. We had a holiday yesterday. Martin Luther King Day there, so that changed a few things. And let me pull this off the screen. Actually, I'll just shrink it up like this. It's good to be back on here. We've got about 7 minutes till the US Open, so let's get a few things going here this morning. Don't forget, trading is risky. Let's launch up some financial juice.
To stop infringing upon China's rights and seize hype.
US Open coming up here in 7 minutes. As I was getting the live stream on here this morning, I had to grab this one. It was just too juicy. Had to give it a shot there. One trade in here this morning. Let me see. We need to get the chat here on screen as well. All right, there we go. Good morning, Brian. Smash that like button. Yes, that would be fantastic. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and mash it up here. Got a structure coming right at the bottom of that Enigma target. Now, high time frame, we are sitting right here on golden ropes. Big move up, one move up. Now, a lot of bars being printed here. A lot of accumulation here inside of the golden ropes area. On the 89, about 100 tick range here right now, so pretty tight. The US Open, of course, could break that up. There's an Enigma short right here. We are on the short side, This pops back up here in just a moment. I will look to grab it. I'm looking for a Seuss entry here. Got a ready DD here as well. Wait for it. There's my red dot, switch dot. I did just hear buyers here a moment ago, so I'm pretty close to... Okay, we came back to neutral. Seuss. Four minutes to the open now. Nope.
Denmark's
Coming back to my POE, I'm going to half up here.
academic pension says decision to divest US treasuries is rooted in poor US government finances, not directly related to ongoing rift between the US and Europe.
Got a red bar Seuss right there. Just missed my entry. Hearing him come. Let's see if we get there. Almost to it. There's 36. Can I get 40 out of it? There's 41. All right, I'll close it right there for 40 ticks. Nice. Two enigmas here this morning. Trade number one, trade number two. We're at 3,500 before the U.S. Open. Currently 926 and some change. Or the time. Good morning, Petro.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Yeah, size up my charts a little bit here. Let's see, is that right? Okay.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Oh yeah, it's a blue day. Man, it's cold around here. Had to put on the long sleeves. Got the blue jacket going. Thank you, my friend. My children's favorite song recently has been that I'm blue, da bo dee da boo dan, da bo dee da boo da da boo dee da boo da. Anyway, every time I hear the word, oh, that's a nice blue, or any kind of blue, it's the blue song comes
Bands touch NQ
to mind.
39.
All right, here we go.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
2 minutes still to the open. We need to mark that big bull.
On the 9.
Actually, small bull. That's 500. So small bull in here. Small bull. Let's mark 125. Gotta change my mouse speed here. Having a little problem with that. So this just kind of reiterates our
1 minute. Gonna
tight 100 tick zone here.
imbalance.
All right, news events here this morning. There is literally
On the 9.
nothing till like 10:50. There's no 10 o'clock news here, at least on the schedule that I see.
On the 4.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody sees additional ones, we have the audio box on. We've got financial juice rolling here. We've got 25 seconds now to the U.S. Open.
Enigma short on the end.
Okay, there, man, it's right in front. Okay, I'm gonna pass on that one. That is a nice juicy headshot, though.
Touch
I'm
NQ.
gonna put a white cross right here. If we come back through this, here in buyers, step in there. There was a headshot short right in there. Okay, there's what should be an entry here. I'm gonna go ahead and toe in the water here.
Double delta N.
That's number one. Remember, well, really two, I guess. One, two. The third one is the best. Whoa, rocked right through it. There is the Super AO.
2 million. Dow 30, sell side 148 million.
There's another red.
Buy side 61.8
Enigma
million.
short on
US
the
trade reps
Enigma.
says Trump's Greenland related tariff.
Getting in full heavy on the Enigma.
on the 39.
I'm going to take a loss here, take half there as we come into that 7, just in case.
NQ on
That's
the
representative
89.
grade.
Another Enigma, add to position.
NQ on the 9. NQ on the 89. Double delta NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 30.
Half of my POE.
NQ on the 89. on the 39.
Super fast action right there.
Fib.NQ on the 39. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89 on the 4. Enigma short on the RTY1. Double delta NQ on the 4.
3 EV
Lower
shares down
bands touch
4.9%.
NQ, upper bands touch
Forecast
NQ on the
annual
80
profit
lower
growth.
bands on the RTY1.
All right, and I'll close it out right there.
Lower bands touch
Okay. Heat, well, man, it's too fast for me to even walk through.
NQ on the 39.
Right there. We'll come back to it later this afternoon
39.
on that play.
Delta NQ on the
All right, back into the red zone from prior. Did we have any other big bulls in there? We did. There's several in here, so that changes a few things. There was the first one.
NQ on the 4.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back and look at it here just a minute.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Currently still moderate buy.
It says the EU has done nothing to implement US trade deal.
NQ on the 39.
Okay, right back into our zones here from this morning.
Enigma short on the RTY1. Enigma short.
So high time frame.
on the 4.
Again, the biggest was that beautiful Super AO right there for
39.
the down.
Double delta
E2, green dot, green dot. Yep.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Okay, we're back to neutral.
Upper bands double touch delta NQ on the 39. Enigma short on the NQ on the 4. YM2. Double delta NQ on the 4. NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the NQ4.
Okay, there's an Enigma. Go ahead and take that one more time. Enigmas have been working out really well here this morning.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 9. NQ on the 4. Enigma long on the NQ4.
Yikes. Okay, hold on. No, we switched. Okay, so
NQ on the 9.
switch dot scenario there in that zone. Killing it. Taking a loss on that.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
We came to red, back to neutral. Tricky spot.
Double delta NQ on the 30.
Enigma launching to get back up out of there.
Short on the RTY1.
US trade representative
Could not react quite quickly enough on that to get long on that.
Double delta NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39.
Okay, up into the top of, okay, there's my super dot at the top of a,
On the 39.
top of a channel.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Oh, it went 30 ticks. Okay,
Bands touch NQ on
not good.
double delta long.
There's a level 19. Yikes, big buyer in there.
NQ on the 39. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Divergence down NQ on the 9.
A lot of just non-stop popcorn buying here. I see a super AO coming in on my,
Fib.NQ double on the 9.
I can't even talk it through. Anyway, super AO on the optimized range. Only reason I'm still kind of giving this a little bit of a shot here on the optimized range.
Delta NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9.
S&P 500
Right here.
near 3-week low, last down 1.35%.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Double delta and double delta down NQ.
Okay, there's divergence. Popcorn all over the tape here.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Dot add.
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Coming up on max.
Chancellor Reeves says that I'm confident that the plan to grow the UK economy is the right one.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 80.
The plan to grow is a good one. Who wouldn't think that growth was a good idea? Okay, I'm going to take some loss here on pulling half as we approach the POE.
Double delta NQ on the 4. 2-finger NQ on the 39.
It pops up and gives me another entry.
Upper bands touch NQ on
This is
the
my cipher entry.
NQ on the 4.
All right, I'm going to close it up right there. Over 10K on the move. That is a huge move from top to bottom right there back to the golden ropes.
Secretary of London later today.
I'll take it almost 200 ticks back down.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Let's see. Do we have another shot here? Still moving too fast here. Super fast action here.
Lower
The
bands
bots are in negative territory, unfortunately.
Enigma short on the NQ3. Enigma short on the NQ on the 39.
Okay, all the way back down.
Touch NQ on the 39. Double delta NQ on the NQ on the 39. Double delta NQ.
Delta shift. That is a double delta shift here. Want to take the next play, whatever it is. Got a ready DD. 2 more readies. It's saying get ready, get ready, get ready. Looking for the next play.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. NQ on the 9.
And that is a headshot long right there.
Enigma short on the
Enigma short.
double delta.
I'll grab it. Super AO. Add to position. And there's another 40 bag. Let's go. 15K on the day. Get ready. There's my play. Let's go. Let's go.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
What's our time? 9:37.
Y1.
7 minutes past the US Open.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Another Enigma.
Short on the NQ3.
They've been doing me well. I'm just going to go ahead and keep slapping at them. They technically already hit the target here. I'm going to go ahead and close it up there. Not going to get too greedy on it. Another play on the day.
Hits over 4-month low. Now it's down 1.4%.
Losing track of how many trades that was there, but I think that's probably around 4 or 5.
On the NQ4.
All right. A lot of quick action in there.
Enigma short on the GC.
High time frame 6.8 Super AO for the biggest play. High time frame opportunity.
Just seeing oil.
Low time frame risk.
Divergence down
US
NQ
Brent,
on the 9.
US
Upper
and
bands
Brent
touch
crude
NQ
up by
on the
Enigma to the long side there.
Upper bands down NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Good morning, Adrian.
Bands touch NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Oh, another Enigma. All right, I'm going to take it. They've been doing me well here this morning.
Upper bands touch.
And targets filled once again. Once again, it has been Enigmas all morning. Again, I'm a bear side player, so if you know the drill for that, there we go. Anyway, everybody's like, well, how come we don't take them long side? Man, I can't. Too fast. This is going to be a really great lesson to talk about here today at 10 o'clock. We're going to get into our lessons, and we're also going to talk about the upcoming giveaways, which is going to be exciting. The 2-week free trial stuff is going to go away, so it's your last chance through February the 1st. Get that 2-week free trial. Now, again, the trial will be a pay-for scenario. You'll also be able to get the boot camp. It will be paid for, but you can get them right now for free on me. Go ahead to the website. It's January through February the 1st. It's all free on the website. Go get a 2-week free trial. Go get the 8-day boot camp for free. it will be paid for later. Now, it'll be fun because we can do our own giveaways. We'll be doing our own giveaways here on our live stream. So if you participate here, if you are new or you're hearing this later on, if you're thinking about getting in with us, we will be having giveaways. There will be discount offers, all that kind of fun stuff. It's going to be an exciting year. This is our 10th year of AlgoBox. And I'm not talking about 10 years of trading for me. I've been trading 20 years. But AlgoBox, public release, official dates, it has been 10 years of AlgoBox code available to the public. How cool is that? Our 10th year anniversary. Pretty awesome. All right, another Enigma right there. I'm almost exhausted from so many trades here. So many good ones here, and I just don't feel like giving any back. I feel like I've kind of done my work here for it there this morning. It is 9:40, 10 minutes past the US Open. That was some intense sets of 10 minutes there.
Divergence up
We cross those plays. Couple things to remember if you have been around here a while. I say this often. If it's fast, it's probably not going to last. If it's slow, it's probably going to keep on with the go. Slow will grind and keep going. Something super fast, probably not going to last. Good morning, Brandon. It felt enigmatic there this morning. Enigmas on automatic. Currently the bots are down 3K right now, so they're back and forth. Multiple plays open. Let me zoom back here because I'm gonna take a mental break from pressing the buttons here this morning. So the bots are up here running. Looks like RTY is the heavy bag right now, but overall, I'm watching the unrealized P&L. Unrealized P&L has us open down. I wonder how this got to 9 there.
On the 39.
Hit Control E, make sure it was taken. Yeah, it took it. Okay.
Upper band, lower band, down NQ on the 89.
Yeah, so RTY is kind of the heavy bag there.
NQ on the 39.
Did I just accidentally close that out? Oh, I'm messing it up for the bots.
And EU-US trade deal.
Okay, so the bots are up there, still working on it.
NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Full auto system in the red currently. Still got a lot of time left. It's 9:42.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 39.
Okay. Let's see. Let's find the big bears and the big bulls in here.
On the NQ4. Fib.NQ.
So we want to mark
NQ on the 4.
this one.
NQ on the 4. Fib.
That's 1,000 level bear.
NQ on the 39.
The 500 bull.
Enigma short on the NQ3. Fib.NQ on the Enigma short on the NQ3.
Okay, nice
Enigma short on the
pink dot short right there. This is high time frame, so it doesn't look like much, but that's going to be a lot of ticks on the lower time frames. Well, it's a lot of ticks there too. Just depends. I guess a lot is relative. What's a lot? It's relative to the chart. So high time frame chart though is going to be, in my opinion, a lot of ticks as a low time frame scalper.
On the NQ3. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Okay, that's a power headshot with a mega late Nate short. That should be a short right there. I'm just kind of a little bit not wanting to give anything back to the markets there. That one was a little bit tricky, but not really. Came up fast, right into it.
Fib.NQ on.
Let's measure that move down. Might have been 100 ticks. Almost 84 ticks on that drop for that super headshot. Was almost a super power headshot with a mega late Nate in there with a drop of 84 ticks. We are on strong buy side here, so going to be a little bit tricky on any short-sided moves right now.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Upper
You
bands
guys
on
talked
Hey Brian, courts might rule on Trump tariffs today. Was there a time schedule on that? Okay, another spot where I might want to take a grab. I'm going to toe in the water here on this. That is just too juicy to pass that there. Yeah, I was going to say, easy dropout. Yeah, easy one. So this one was like, that one, bingo. Easy. Power headshot, super power headshot, short, right? Why is it super? Because it had a ready DD. That's super. Why is it a power? Because this is not a white cross. It is a power alpha omega cross. Then it is a headshot, which is a combo of a Fibella dot plus the R2FA event. The R2FA event here is a power alpha omega cross. Beautiful.
Trade Representative Greer says that
The dropout distance on that,
if the US Supreme Court
you hold to the opposing signal there, 137 ticks to the blue dot.
Situation that the US faces.
I believe it said tentative. Okay, but didn't give it time. Trump ruling 10 o'clock. Okay, 10 o'clock in 15 minutes. Patrick, thank you, sir. In 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, so that would be at the top of the hour there, 10 a.m. Real-time protection off. Thank you, Emini Badger. Let me double check that one more time. I'm pretty sure I turned it off here this morning, but great reminder. Remember, Windows likes to turn this thing back on all the time. So even if you think, well, I've already turned mine off, check it every once in a while. Check it every once in a while.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Enigma short on the NQ3. Enigma short on the NQ on the 39.
Okay, another Enigma short right there. We are on the strong sell side. Might be a nice short right there. I'm going to hold off here. We came right into the bottom of the golden ropes now, so we might just see some kind of yuckiness here. And if the Trump tariff information is coming out at 10 o'clock in about 13 minutes, I would not be surprised to see the price points stick in those golden ropes, the kind of the golden ropes of safety. I wouldn't say safety for us, but I'm saying hedge funds, IRAs, 401ks, all of that, they love to set those into the golden ropes areas. Their boss man is not going to be angry at them for buying around the 50 or the 200 period moving average. So the 50 and the 200 is the place they like to go. So wouldn't be surprised to see them settle in that area of kind of doing air quotes here, the safe zone before that big news event. Boss man's not going to yell at them if they're like, oh, well, you know, how far out were you? Oh, no, I was on the ropes, sir. Okay, well, we'll let it slide. Okay, bots are kind of coming back here. They're at about minus, I saw minus 800 a moment ago. I got my finger over the flatten all button. If they...
on the 39. Enigma short on the RTY1.
If they kind of come back in pretty close to positive territory here, I'm ready to kind of let the bots close up here prior to that big, I mean, it's unscheduled. Sounds like it's announced. You guys had heard it somewhere, so it was announced, but unscheduled. It's not one of those scheduled things, and is something that could be very market moving. Markets don't like surprises, and by don't like, I mean, just massive amounts of volatility can come in those moments.
Reeves says, I don't think we'll need to do more on tax.
Hearing buyers on the tape, a lot of popcorn here.
Fib.NQ on Enigma short on the NQ4.
Another Enigma here. Again, I've been loving the Enigmas all morning here. I'd like to kind of, I'm going to go back and check the cadence count on those. It has been a lot of good plays there on those Enigmas all morning.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. NQ on the 9.
Okay, I saw the bots at like minus 560. They're floating around there. Back to 1K. A lot of fast action there. Wow, watching that RTY is wild. Wow, that RTY is crazy. RTY almost seems like it's a leader here today. Ten minutes till
NQ on the
that Trump tariff news.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Delta NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
Okay, that's a PRZ cross all the way back to strong buy here, and buyers all over the tape here.
US Trade Representative Greer says inflation overall trajectory is in check and is going down.
Enigma short on the NQ on the 39.
Super AO coming in on the 9s.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Still hearing buyers all over it. That's a headshot. I'm going to go ahead and toe in the water on that. Got my finger over the close if it's not going to go. Got a divergence right back behind that Super AO. Ready DD. Little half position.
NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch NQ on.
Stop above the Ready DD right here. Well, they're running it up. Super AO adding to position here. Now I'm on a full position. I'll show you what's going on the right. I can't move the chart right now. Gotta keep my fingers over the triggers here.
On the 89. Enigma short on the NQ4.
Enigma.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 39.
Missed my entry. Trying to maximize it.
Upper bands touch
full half.
NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 9.
News in 8 minutes.
Upper bands touch.
And I'll close it out right there at the 9.3 on the double king timing. 21K on the day. Lots of movement. So 9.9 came over here on the optimized range for the confidence in that on where it started. Was right here. We had these Super AOs starting to stack. That's a 646.
Just as a reminder and a heads up.
Delta shift. Boom.
10
grabbed. Bagged. Beautiful. Enigma for the low time frame entry, high time frame opportunity, low time frame risk.
Videos usually it's just text that's released, but again, as said, we'll see if it is about the tariffs.
He's saying we'll see if it's about the tariffs. Okay. Let's see. Now, this is, speaking of let's see, that is a pink dot on the 89. That is on a 89. Huge potential opportunity right there. Pink dot, and prior to the news, I would not be surprised for them to come settle there in those golden ropes of safety. For the big money. Good morning, Kit.
Short on the YM2, 2-finger NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Badger got 4,500 on the day, cleared the buffer on TPT. Very nice, very nice. Mashers in the house. Pink dot also land on that VL1. Yes. Good point. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Martone. Trader Joe in the house. Good morning. Enigma's paid the day today. They did.
bands touch NQ.
I don't know. I don't think I saw a losing Enigma today. It was Enigma after Enigma after Enigma. Winner. Let's count them back for the wins here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 minutes to go.
5, 6,
You're getting the Supreme Court.
7. Okay.
Again,
So
only
6,
one
and then this one didn't hit. Look, it missed its target by a tick.
It's going to be about
So questionable.
last week.
So close to its target, but technically did not hit its target. So 6 in a row there. Then if you don't count that one, then let's look back to the left. Winner. So let's call that one a loser there. So we had 6 in a row, then a loser. Look at this one. Winner. Winner. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
6, 7, 8,
Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
9.
Enigma.
Okay, and then a break right here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the.
So you had a 6 in a row
Excuse me. So
winners, and then 9 in a row
decided that
before
they make a
that loser right there. And that one again, pretty questionable on a 2-try rule that actually wins. So the stop goes behind the Enigma, stop out by a few ticks, and then coming back in on a retry, it actually does hit its target. So questionable, but man, yeah, if you were watching the Enigmas, another winner over here, just winner after winner. This one was my very first winner there this morning.
NQ on the
Wild.
NQ on the 9. NQ on the 4.
Awesome sauce. Oh, there's one. Finally, I think we jinxed it. And we're coming right up to the news here any moment.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the upper delta NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ lower bands touch NQ on the 39. NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the lower bands touch short on the GC. Fib.NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the
Good morning, Captain Price. Great to see you, sir.
bands touch NQ on the 39. TY1. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9. NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
Okay, yeah, so that 89, sure enough, pushed it right back down to the where? What was our expectation? They kind of want to go into those golden ropes of safety, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if we were actually a little bit under them. It just feels like this tariff talk, they've been talking about this a while around that. But the who knows? Who knows how the market's going to... Again, it's the initial interpretation versus the final interpretations. Those can also be
Fib.NQ
a bit hairy, if you know what I mean.
Two fingers down on the 39. Enigma long on the RTY1.
All right, let's see if they've got anything for us.
Greer says Europe's reliance
A minute and a half.
on oil is so dissonant to me.
Upper bands touch 39. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Double delta NQ on the 4. NQ on the upper 4. Bands touch NQ on the
Seeing
39.
crypto stocks drop as Bitcoin falls about 2.6% to 1 week low. Coinbase Global
bands
down
touch
3.9%, Strategy down 6.9%.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 39.
Yeah, I got my hands folded in my lap here. First of all, it's cold in my office, so I'm like a little bit chilly anyways.
But the Supreme Court's
But also trying to
again
go, all right.
specify what is
I know it's tempting. I would have wanted to take that Super AO right up above there, but just holding out here. We've got 45 seconds till what could be some 10 a.m. news.
Fib.NQ
Greer
on the
says the
4.
US will continue to be a great source of LNG for Europe.
Two finger NQ on the 39. NQ on the 4.
$20 seconds.
Enigma short on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ.
All right. Hopefully we see something here, but hopefully it's not enough to lock up a system here. It is 10 a.m. Listening into Financial Juice here. Price is sitting on the golden ropes on both of our high time frames.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the
9. Jacob, you see a big bear? Oh, talking about this one here? Yeah. Oddly enough, it's just over 500. It didn't get to full big bear status there.
Enigma short on
But worth noting, let's go ahead and draw it in there. Just for its timing as well.
Fib.NQ.
So little bear, and he wants to go 125. Oh, he already made his pay.
Enigma short.
Yeah, he ran it to 125 already.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
I'm going to clear the deck here. I'm going to hit Control R. Remove all drawing objects. And with this news, we'll just kind of reset it again.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flatten the bots.
Lower bands.
They're okay. They're down 1,300 on the day. I just don't know. There's something's about to happen here, so I'm gonna go ahead and
lower bands touch.
Flatten them all out there. Bots are. I'm just gonna leave them in negative territory here. 1,300 on the bots.
DCDM.
They did not. They didn't. I mean, if I let them keep going, they might have worked their way back. I saw them briefly for a moment touch into green and then right back to red there like seconds ago. I was like, nah, let's go ahead and kill it. So bots down 13 and some change, and I'm up 21. A windfall day here for me there this morning. Time is 10:03. 3 minutes past. We've got 7 minutes till coffee time.
On the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the dot. NQ on the 4. Enigma short on the RTY1.
Bob, good morning, sir. How are you? Good to see you, man.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the Virgins of NQ on the 9.
What does that sound? That is probably AlgoBox that you're talking about. That is.
Lower
Is that the
NQ on the 30.
higher pitch clack, lower pitch booms, big buyers, big sellers on the tape? You can feel the aggressiveness of the big buyers and the big sellers on the tape.
39.
You can try it out for yourself. There is currently a 2-week free trial. The other one. Posting your results in Discord. Awesome, Bob. Love to hear it, sir.
NQ on the 4.
Good morning. Praise the Lord. Top Gun. Amen.
NQ on the 4.
Amen, my brother.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
I can't trade without that sound. Now, me either, Badger. It's weird. I can't.
Lower bands touch NQ.
I can't foresee ever trading without the feel of the sound of the buyers and sellers on the tape.
NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the NQ3.
Oh, Bob, I got your. Yep, I see it in there. Up 1,900 there this morning. Excellent work.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Kit is up over 10K on the morning, up over 11K for Kit. Excellent work, sir. Pete, I see 750 bucks.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
I'm just nervous about this tariff news announcement. If they're going to say it's coming in around 10 and it didn't come right at 10 and now it's 10:05.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
I don't know. I'd be a little bit nervous unless you just get an absolutely perfect play. I mean, these enigmas have been pretty perfect here this morning, but we're coiling up here. Okay, this is getting very, very tight. It's a lot of accumulation. What comes after an accumulation zone? Pop quiz. If you've been through our full training, what comes after accumulation?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 4.
Accumulation, then what are we looking for?
DCDMNQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9. on the 39.
I'll give you a hint. ACDC.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Distribution, that's right.
Upper bands touch
Nothing's
NQ on
coming
the
through
39.
yet. Nothing about tariffs.
ACDC, accumulation, distribution.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 39.
Oh, we got some ICT students in here.
So suggesting reports on Twitter that there's nothing on tariffs in regards to any opinions from the
Double
Supreme
delta
Court
NQ
today.
on the
But
4.
again, we'll keep an eye out just in case something does come through and get further confirmation.
No tariff news? I know, we were ready for it, huh?
Double delta NQ on the 4. Enigma short on the RTY1. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Double delta NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
Supreme Court doesn't rule on
Lower
Trump's
bands
tariffs
touch
on
NQ
Tuesday.
on the 39.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But we can make money on both the manipulation and the distribution move. All it is that when something coils up, then a big move comes. And even in manipulation, would you say that manipulation is often a big leg?
On the 9.
You should probably say yes, right? The manipulation
NQ on the 4.
leg is generally a big move. Can we make money on that big move? You know, for us, the answer is yes. The distribution begins, and if you want to say that, well, a manipulation happens first, it just depends. It depends on your time frame. Like, we are AlgoBox players, and we don't have to care. We don't have to
Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
try to sit there and play levels or patterns, because we combine pattern and RTFA, so we can actually see them when they hit.
Enigma short on the NQ4.
Let's see, all the way down.
DCDM NQ lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Okay, 1 minute now till coffee time. That's a double cross, double move. Let's see if it gets its target right down here to...
39.
It's so close to that prior low, they may head fake it around there. Let's watch the accumulation, or let's watch the white cross clusters here. See what they're telling us here. In the valley, probably gonna rally. These are in the downward valley, so that should tell us that we get some continuation.
Double delta NQ on the 39.
We are red and red, so we are strong sell. Arrow is nerd, so we have red and red.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 39. Fib.NQ on the 9.
All right, there's 1010 coffee time. Let's get into a little lesson here before I go and grab
So just a reminder with the
my coffee. And I don't want to say little lesson. You're going to want to pay attention to this one. I don't care if you've been here a long time or short.
February
NQ on the
20th,
39.
as the
NQ on
court
the
is
4.
preparing to begin a 4-week recess and isn't
Divergence
scheduled
down
to release
NQ on
traders
NQ on the 89.
Two things. We're going to talk about the rule of twos here for us. What do we need? Nerd. Arrow.
Double delta NQ
1,
on the 4.
2. I need the nerd plus the arrow. This will give me my direction. So I want these two colors to match, whether they are both green. If I got green on the nerd, I'm looking for a green arrow, and vice versa. If I'm looking for, if the nerd is red, the arrow is red, I want them to match. Now, if they're in opposition to one another, doesn't mean I can't take a play. It's just my best trades. If I want to filter for direction and know whether or not I've got a higher statistical odd in my favor, because again, everything you see here about is stats. Nothing is absolute. However, if I put it into my mind that my standard operating procedure says I do not take a play against these, you will find yourself on the right side of trades and bigger trades with this very simple rule. These two together, just combine them, see what happens. Okay, now people have asked, how do I do this in market replay? This is the only thing that you can't do in market replay is the nerd. But I say this, if you use the local arrow and still just go in the direction of that arrow, it's great practice for you, because once you come into the live markets where you have the MACV Ultimate with you in your live trading, when you have, it's like a baseball player when they are swinging with a heavy bat before they step up to the plate. It is harder in your market replay where you only have the capacity of the arrow, but you're mentally preparing yourself to go, yes, I know I got the arrow, I want to go in the direction of the arrow. However, in live market conditions, when you have the additional help, I won't say help, but the extra crutch, the extra cheat, if you will, having the MACV Ultimate that we provide there in Discord, going in real time, being able to combine these two is going to be huge. That's two. Then what are the other two things? Once you have those two, I've got two more things for you that work in twos. And it's not like, well, aren't you going to more, Vinny? You got two, then you really need four things? Here, you'll follow with me on this. Now, what do I need the two things for an actual entry?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 39.
So this tells me my direction. So before I want to take an entry,
Short on the YM2.
you guys know where I'm going with this? You've been around a while, I bet you do. We want two things. There it is. There's your two things. This will simplify everything you do here. For the people who have been around a while, or if you're brand new and you're like, you know, this seems too complicated, it's literally two things. Okay, now these two things, these will actually show up for you. This is all going to be done for you. You just need to memorize the things that are on the cheat sheet. So once we have my direction, you've heard me here this morning, I'm like, well, I've either got the nerd with me, or I say the nerd's against me. Now if I'm going to take a play against one of these, so the question mark comes in, when you say, well, Vinny, what do I do where I've seen you trade something where the nerd was green but you still took a short? If I do take a play against one of these, then I am looking for target one only. So just expect it to be just a very tight scalp. Target one. Now, how do I estimate target one? This is in our training. We'll talk to you about which AB you're entering in on. The AB being the algo bar. Which algo bar size are you entering in on? Right now, the market speed and on the NASDAQ accommodates a 4 or a 6. So if you have been following along, you heard me talking with Plutonium a long time ago. Plutonium was putting up almost triple my numbers at some point. I have been a player for a long time on the 2s and 3s on the NASDAQ. And still a big fan of 2s. I just like to see a lot of play opportunities, smaller targets on the 2s and 3s. However, I'd been seeing his numbers. He was just crushing it. So he and I had a conversation. And, you know, I said, hey, what are you doing? Like, what else are you doing? And he said, no, I'm doing exactly everything we've ever done. He said, but I'm just up on the 4s and 6s. I'm like, that's it? He's like, well, yeah, he said, and I really like waiting on a bull touch. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're also waiting for plays outside of the fiddle zone. He said, yeah. So I'm like, he's like, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just on the 4s and 6s. Dude, that was the day for me. I changed to the 4s and 6s, and it has, I've never looked back. My average days when I had been looking to go to 3 or 4K a day, I was achieving 5-figure days on the regular basis, moving up to the 4s and 6s. So I'm a believer, man. I'm up here, so you will hardly ever see me. I don't know that I'm ever going back to trading on those slightly lower time frames. I have just had so much success here on those 4s. Now, the market is very volatile right now, so we obviously know that it could shift, and I could take a scenario where the market gets really slow again at some point. Like right now, we have great speed, right? It's telling me right here, great speed.
Bet against America's entrepreneurs and consumers.
Okay. And the 2-step entries, if you're like, well, what are those complex structures that you're talking about? Well, once you get your layouts here from us in your 2-week free trial, then you want to print out one of these cheat sheets right here. We have 2 of them. I want to say 1 of them. You should print out both of them, really. These are the only things you need to memorize. Everything on this sheet and everything on this sheet. And these are the combinations of those. Some of these, like this turtle, this is just added. Some of these are not actual entries here on these. Most of them are. Like the turtle is not, well, the turtle has an entry though. So no, it's an entry as well. So I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to discount it. But these are the things that we look for. The things that you've seen me here take this morning. That Super AO, look at that top left there. We've taken several of those. The Ready DD, I told you guys earlier, I'm like, oh, we got Ready DD, get ready. I'm ready to take that play. There's your HMD. I don't think I had an HMD here today, but I definitely had a headshot right in the center of that cheat sheet right there. You see the headshot. That is a combination of the Fabella dot plus the R2FA event. We had a power headshot there. And you'll learn all those in the 8-day boot camp. Now, it's not 8 days now. You can just go watch the 8 videos that were pre-recorded, and you'll learn those. So once you know those, then you combine it with the 2-step filter. Again, we're just here to make trading simpler and more powerful. This is like a cheat, folks. It is a cheat, in my opinion. Being able to see exactly when to get in, what type of play I want to get in, being able to execute like it's a video game. The market is a video game. Everybody's sitting at their desk right now. There are, you know, people old and young sitting around their computers right now, all around the world. They're all here like, dirt, 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 dirt. You know, we've got kids on laptops over here like, you know, I want to press the button at the right time. I want to press the button at the right time. Everybody's out there trying to press the button at the right time. We have AlgoBox. We just happen to press the button at the right time a lot more often than everybody else, in my opinion. I haven't seen anybody else do better than us, but hey, that's just me. It is coffee time. I'm going to grab that coffee this afternoon. I would like to do a review session with you guys, so look for another live session here around 4:30 after the market close. We'll have some more teaching and training just like the ones we did right here. I will go over some more of the documentation area. If you haven't been to our website, you want to go check that out. Double dot. There's one that we just talked about, the Enigmas. We had that Enigma play set up with Cadence so many times here earlier today. We will probably go over the Cadence section. How many of those did we had in a row? We had 6 in a row, then 9 in a row. Amazing morning here. Thanks for coming and hanging out here with me this afternoon. We'll do some review and some teaching and some training. It's Mentorship Monday. So I'm also going to come up with some great lessons here this afternoon. We're going to go into some deep stuff out of the wisdom section as well. So don't miss that at 4:30 today. And don't forget that lifetime offer we're doing. The lifetime is going away. We will be only monthly and yearly starting on February 1st. And free trials, there will be a paid trial, and there will also be paid 8-day boot camp. So go grab it right now while it's free before February 1st here in a few days. I'll catch you here this afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. See ya. Art team. Show these fine folks how it's done.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use, they have better front end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
HIP.NQ on the board. Lower band touch NQ on the 39. HIP.NQ on the board. Enigma short on the NQ board. Lower bands touch NQ on the 39.
Rewind.
Enigma short on the RT1. Double delta NQ on the board. Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Rewind.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Upper band enigma short on the NQ3. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. Double bells touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch NQ on the 39. FIP.NQ on the band, NQ on the 99. Enigma short on the NQ3.
Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Down on freeze. Order filled.
FIP.NQ on the 4. FIP.NQ on the 4. FIP.NQ on the 4.
Audio Jungle.
FIP.NQ on the 9. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.